Hey, welcome back to Dirty Shirt Workshop. Today I am gonna attempt to fix a trouble code with my 07 Dodge Ram with the 5.9s Cummins. The code is P0206. It means there's a problem with the injector solenoid. There's not the right current on the number 6 cylinder, which is the one all the way in back here. I got most of the tools I think I'm gonna need laid out. Got my rolling workbench over here. Got my trouble light in. So I'm just gonna kind of start getting into this and see what we can do. Okay, there's two of these blue connectors here. This other one goes back there. I hooked this one back up here just to show you how to take it out. It's got a little plastic clip here. You just push your screwdriver and then push it that way. Then it'll pull just right out and you won't break that clip. There's what the bottom of that clip looks like. It's got that little hook on there. Okay. And then there's a couple plastic tubes here. I've already pulled those off. You want to do that after you take this connector out so you don't smash the wiring up with your wrench. Insulation on the firewall here, and it's really hanging down in there, and that's the one I got to get to. So I don't want to smash that stuff up and drop fibers of that in my engine. So I'm gonna go ahead and cut that out of there. I'm also gonna pull this bolt that holds it. So I'm gonna cut around it and then pull that bolt, and hopefully I'll have a piece that I can stick back in there when I'm done. I don't know if that's gonna work. Well, there's what it looks like under there after getting that insulation out. It makes a big difference for room. So I was looking at other videos online. These bolts have a shoulder, so you can't pull the cover down too hard and deform the gasket or the cover, or more likely the cover, right? So it doesn't leak oil all over the place. So I like that. All right, let's see what we got. I don't believe it. Pulling that cover is only a 10-minute job. I did not expect that. I'm going to try to change the solenoid in place because to get the whole injector out, you have to take your valves out, and I don't want to do that because I don't have any experience adjusting valve lash or anything like that. And with what I've seen, it seems like it shouldn't be too dang hard to do. So I'm gonna stuff this with rags back there where I'm gonna be working after I wash my hands. It's a really neat thing here that I was not expecting. That nut is captured in that wire terminal, so you can't drop it in the motor. I'm really happy about that. That's nice. Alright, so one that it's not complaining about reads 0.2 ohms. The one that is complaining about is completely open. No continuity at all. So I don't forget, remember, the green one goes on the left, blue one goes on the right. You need an 1 1/16 thin-walled 12-point socket. You gotta grind it down so it'll fit in here. But you can take the solenoid off without removing your valves. Alright, looks like we got a fit here on the one that's easy to get to. Test fitting on something I can reach, so we'll try. Seems to be going pretty easy. Okay, and there's a tiny little spring in here you don't want to drop. So I'm just going until it's loose. It is. Just going to come straight up. Okay, I got that out of there. That's all it is. Not much. Now I want to make sure that spring is still in place, so I'm going to use my phone here. Alright, so that little spring right there in the center, that needs to be staying there, but it'll come out real easy, so I'm just going to try not to disturb that any. I found these solenoids online. There's Chinesium, there's Bosch. I want the Bosch ones, but they ship direct from China. And right now, at least the only one I'm finding, it's going to take 3 weeks to get it. And I don't want to do that. So I found a company out of Michigan that's selling the Chinesium ones. So I'm going to order from there. I'm going to order 2 so I have a spare because it's only 39 bucks a piece. Okay, I got the new solenoid here. Ordered this from a company up in Wisconsin or Michigan. Accurate Diesel is what they're called. I'll put the name and the website up on the screen. No endorsement, just where I got these. That's the original. This is the new one. Not that much different, but it is different a little bit. But generally everything looks the same. So there's a couple O-rings that come with this. I called them and they said they don't include these O-rings. But the guy said if I asked for them on the order form, they would do it. So when you place your order, when you're doing a checkout, there's a box for special instructions. You can just mark it in there that you need the 2 O-rings to go with it. I ordered 2 of these, so I've got 2 sets of O-rings. I don't know if you really need to change these, but I figure since I got it apart, I'm gonna try to do it. So you got one here, and then you got another one on the injector body. Oh, and you're supposed to these need to be lubricated, really. Use a little bit of diesel fluid for that. That's what it seems like people are doing. So I'll go get some and get this wet before I put it back together. It just goes in there like that. Let's check the terminals. Yeah, those look the same too. That looks good. Get that lubed up too. Give this a little persuasion. There we go. I did look at other sockets. I took this ring to the store, see if I could find the right size socket, because even this one is super sloppy like your mom. There were no metric sockets or anything, so the guy that posted that 1 1/16 was the one. Yeah, that's the only choice you really got. All right. This goes down further. There we go. There we go. Oh man. That don't look good. Hope it didn't screw that O-ring up. There's pieces of it there. That doesn't seem very good. And that may be why you want to go with OEM when you do this. Alright. Alright. Oh yeah, that got chowdered up pretty good. So it's interesting, their O-rings, they look bigger than the original. They're thicker. So I'm going to get some straight up oil for this instead of using the fuel and see if I have any better luck with that. Have now. Oh yeah, oil's the way to go. Much better. Still got a little bit of a chunk here, so I'm gonna have to check this after it started to see if it's leaking, because if it does, then I got fuel in my oil and that won't be good. If it does leak, I'm gonna go back to this original O-ring, I guess, because it seems like it's still alright. I didn't mess it up getting it out of there. Alright, so now we gotta change the O-ring on the other. Man, I don't think I'm gonna change the O-ring on the other half. I really want to, but given that these are bigger, I mean, look at that. That's definitely a bigger ring. And I know this has been compressed for a while, but it's a different size ring altogether. Yeah, the diameters are different, even when you look at it that way. So I'm going to go with the ring that's on there and just put this on and see what happens. So, yeah. Okay, this torques to 15 foot-pounds, so it's 1.5. So don't need to tighten these real tight, or people online apparently bust these studs off all the time, which that would be disappointing. And hopefully the Lord said, let there not be leaks. You can see all the valves filling up with oil. That's pretty neat. Well, this looks good. I'm going to put it together and road test it. The check engine light's staying off, so this should be fixed. So just need to get this together, go give it a run, warm it up, get it hot, and then I'm gonna pay attention to my fuel or my oil for a while, make sure it ain't rising and I got a fuel leak there with that O-ring. I'll even get my funky heat shield stuff back in here. My little plastic baggie trick again, keep these tubes clean. That works good, I like it. Time for the road test. Sweet. Put my light on there so I don't smash it. This is the best trouble light I ever had. This thing is a desk lamp of all things. My dad got at an auction probably 30 years ago. We've been crawling under cars with this ever since. It's a little fluorescent here. Looks like I need to change a bulb. But this has outlasted every trouble light. The incandescents, you know, you just touch them and the bulb burns out. We've had several of the automotive fluorescent trouble lights. They all burn out. This thing just keeps on going. The only thing wrong, I had to change the cord on it, which the cord comes out here. So you can imagine after years of being under a car like that, it just rubbed through. So I drilled a hole in the front. This thing's great. Well, it turns out that was a pretty easy job. Just put about 20 miles on the truck. It's running great. This is the way it ought to be. And I've got a spare here, a spare solenoid, and more O-rings. I ordered 2 of these while I was at it. This was 40 bucks a piece, so I got 2 of them for 80 bucks, plus 10 bucks shipping. On eBay, you can find what are supposedly the genuine Bosch for $70 a piece, but they ship out of China too. I chose this company because they were stateside, so I had to wait, you know, for the US mail. I didn't have to wait for a cargo ship for it to get here. These don't say they're, you know, the brand name. They look the same to me, slightly different, but so what? It works, and they're cheap. I talked to Dodge. They will not sell you these. I called Cummins as well. Both of them not only will not sell you this, they want to sell you an entire injector for $950. So for 40 bucks, and probably about 30 minutes is all this is going to take next time I do it. Well worth my time, and it's a job that I think anyone can do. It's really easy. The main thing is you got to get this socket. Again, I don't remember which guy on YouTube mentioned this, but an 1 1/16 socket. You got to grind it down pretty good, and you can use a bench grinder too. You don't need a lathe to do that. You just use a bench grinder. That's a key. You need that, and then you don't have to take any valves out or anything. Valve cover comes straight off. No, there's no screwing around. You don't have to unhook the heater, take brackets off, or anything like that. So, yeah, really easy job. Worth your time to do. Thanks for watching.